A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this channeling session, I'm going to be talking about a situation which has actually changed the world of masculine as well as feminine. And this emotion is also mirrored by each other in their respective lives. But what I'm being shown is that once the female gender in this situation or whosoever is more sensitive and more empathetic, it could be the man also, whosoever was discarded by the family of the other, whosoever was discarded because they thought that this person is not so big, like small person, someone who is not probably that rich. Actually, money is something which has been shown to me here quite strongly, but it could be other things also. It could be maybe class, it may be something else, but our world is run a lot on money. And one of the key lessons in the twin flame ascension journey is to understand that we need money only as a resource. And I'm also being shown here that one of the parties is very rich. Extremely rich people, okay? And the other one probably comes from the middle class family or regular family, Not that they are really in bad situation, but they're also not that well off that they would have a fleet of cars or, they would be spending a lot of money on even basic things. So in this case, one of them has to learn a lesson in fact, because I'm being shown that the lesson is actually in continuation. So if you resonate with this situation, if you feel that someone in your life ill-treated you or discarded you, or their family ill-treated you or discarded you, maybe the person you were in love with was not such a bad person, but they were heavily influenced by their family. And they were like, oh, my family doesn't approve of this relationship because we have a huge gap in terms of status. And maybe in some cases, they would not say it like on the face, but they would do it in a very negative, mean way. For example, I'm being shown a festival situation, and I'm also being shown a very innocent, loving, kind person who buys a present and gives that present to their partner, potential partner, because obviously they are not flirting, they are not thinking of doing time pass. So whosoever the person is, whosoever they're dating, they picture that person as their future partner, and they picture the others as the family members. So they buy a present, it's a festival, and they buy the present for the mother. The parent of this mother is also popping out a lot, but it could also be father, but I can sense the MIL energy or the SIL, sister-in-law energy, more strongly. Toxic energy. So they buy a nice present and they also put around something handmade on it. Maybe the gift paper is handmade or something else, And they give it very happily to this person. And sadly, what I'm being shown is the other person looks at the gift and says, it's a very cheap present. Possibly they don't say it on the person's face first. They probably say it to the partner, their own child, like, you know what, your girlfriend or boyfriend gave me such a cheap present, such a disgusting present, or this is not of my standard, I don't even like it, I don't even want it, why would this person give it to me in the first place? So they basically disregard that person's love, affection, even all of the feelings put into it, because it's not always about expensive present or not so expensive present. It's about the feeling with which you give it to a person. But because this template is there, and this template is there because a lot of you have to heal it, a lot of you have to heal poverty consciousness, a lot of you are also healing the root chakra blocks, and you guys could be struggling with finances. And there is a reason why God has put you in this place. God has put you in this place purely because they want you to know that you should not have such people in your life who cannot see the love you possess for them or who cannot see your efforts, but they want to quantify everything with money. And that type of a person, if you date a person like that who comes from a family who's heavily influenced by materialistic things and show off, is not a good person for anyone, not just for you, but that person is simply not the right partner for anybody. But yes, if this person is materialistic, I'm talking about the other person, the opposite party. If they are materialistic, if they are money-minded, and they feel that, yeah, my mother is or my parents are correct about it, they might also chime in with them. They might also say, yeah, why would they have to give something like this? Or later on, say it's been a month, after a month, this person meets the family again of the potential partner, and they see that their gift is actually lying around in some corner like a forlorn book, like it has been forgotten, like it was never even kept properly. Maybe it's a very beautiful piece. It could be a handmade gift also, but the other person has just purposely kept it over there or thrown it away or forgotten about it just to mock and malign the one who gifted it with so much love. So two things happened to the person who gifted this. Number one, they felt bad that, their potential family members are so cheap and disgusting. So the other one said, it's such a cheap and tacky gift, But now the one who gifted feels that that person is so cheap and tacky who disrespected my gift. So it was like a big blow on their self-respect also. And it really hurt them. Maybe they cried, maybe they saw it and they felt very bad. And it was also an eye-opener as to what type of family I am associating myself with, who is so disgusting that they would simply keep my gift like, it is an item which is not worth their interest, but then also keep it in such a way that I get to see it and I feel bad about it and I'm hurt. That's number one. Secondly, they are also not happy with the potential partner because in some cases, as I said, the partner may not be so bad. So it could be the partner only who reveals it to them that whatever you gifted to my family members, they did not like it because it's not so expensive. But then in both cases, they feel like, why would you have to do that to me? Why couldn't you take a stand for me? Or why couldn't you, be on my side or speak about it in a way that uplifts my spirit instead of giving me such a pushing me from the edge. Now, it's not just about the gift. I have also a strong feeling in this channeling that these things have been piling up. These type of small little incidents and episodes have been piling up. In India, we use this word called taunt. When someone taunts you, when someone tells you, oh, you don't even have a car, or you don't even have this type of a car, you don't have a luxury brand, or you don't have this, or you don't have that. Oh, I cannot even, imagine my life without this thing or that thing, and you are just literally surviving without it. So these type of things happen. In this channeling, I can very strongly sense that the victim over here, the one who's been mocked at, the one who's been shown like to be a very small person, invaluable and unworthy, that person feels very bad. And the victim here does not want to curse anyone, does not want to say anything mean to anyone, but in their heart, they cry so deeply. The tears are so genuine and so pure that even God is moved by such tears. God always gets moved by tears of genuine people, pure tears. When someone's heart is really broken and they feel that it's not really my fault, all I'm doing is trying to make the situation better, but neither my partner, neither their family members, they respect me or they understand me. Whether they are potential or in some cases where they actually are like that, they are already in relationship, some kind of legal arrangement. I'm also being shown that these type of people are best suitable for karmics or karmic relationships or materialistic relationship. And if they trouble this girl or this guy, if they make them go through pain, embarrassment, an unspoken curse will be given to them. Like there are certain curses which appear because somebody has said, yes, I want you to go through this. But there are certain curses and certain impacts, negative impacts that happen purely because the way you have tortured a person is beyond anyone's acceptance. For example, the partner is not a bad person, but they are heavily influenced by their family members who are extremely materialistic. Say, for example, they leave this person because the family keeps saying, oh, you should not be with such a person. He or she is so poor. They don't even have so much money. And as I was shown in the very beginning, that this is not a very poor person who's struck by poverty. It could be possible that maybe the twin flame in this situation is going through a bad phase in life. Maybe they're going through some financial crisis. Maybe they are not able to figure out what they want to do in life right now. Or maybe it is simply a fact that they are going through the spiritual awakening and they just don't want to do a materialistic job or a karmic job. So they've decided to take a break and figure out something else. Maybe they're working on a business idea. So they cannot splurge so much, they cannot spend so much, they cannot be wasting money, just to make other people happy. And as it is, those people who are in ascension, they are not money-minded people. That's one of the key quality they have. But with time, they need to learn how to create resources by doing things they love. And they also need to learn to recognize people who are extremely cheap when it comes to being materialistic. Like here, the word cheap has changed. Because those who are so money-minded and so materialistic, they are actually cheap. Not the ones who are giving them presents, handmade presents or cute presents, or giving present as per their capacity and capability. So yes, I'm also being shown that if this continues and they don't learn how to behave properly, or if the person, the twin flame in this situation, the one who's got the blended energy, if this person decides that I'm not going to be with these type of greedy and selfish money-minded people, I'd rather do something, take a break from all this toxicity, do something, some kind of business they have, some kind of idea they have. I do that. I do what I love and I forget about these people because they keep on sucking the life force energy out of me and make me feel really small, and it just takes away my confidence. So I don't want to hang around with these people. If this person develops that form of self-respect in them, then the other party is definitely going to come across a karmic who will lure them with money. And then once they are completely in, they are trapped, they are locked, then the karmic will show them stars in bright daylight. This is what's been shown to me. So that even if the partner over here, the potential partner, say is influenced by the materialistic family members, the toxic mother, toxic father, or toxic sister, or toxic brother, or whosoever, toxic relatives, they also learn a real practical lesson that my girl or my guy was really a genuine and nice person. Because what I'm being shown that in future, so I was given a very beautiful line actually which says, and it's a line by Kabir ji, while I was doing the channeling, while I was writing down the points, suddenly I don't know how this popped up. तिनका कबू न निंदिए जो पाँव तले होए कबू उड़ अखियान पड़े पीर घनेरी होए, which means that a small particle of straw, never consider it small. Never think that, oh, it's just a small particle of dust or straw, so what is it, like nothing. Because if that small straw or that small particle of dust goes into your eyes, sometimes, we are stuck in a stormy day or it's very windy and suddenly some dust particle goes into our eyes and it really troubles us a lot. So, as per this phrase by Kabir ji, he is trying to say that don't think or don't consider someone to be so small like a small dust particle. Because in this session, in this channeling, I was actually shown that the toxic family members, were so mean, so cruel, that they actually thought that this person is just like dust in the wind. This person, it means he or she doesn't have any value. So Kabir ji is trying to say that if that small dust particle, the dust in the wind, goes into your eyes, it has the potential of blinding you for a while. It has the potential of giving you trouble. And then it reminded me of another such story about an ant and an elephant. So there was this mighty, huge, strong elephant who used to think that all the ants are too small. They don't have any purpose in life, and I don't know why they keep crawling on the ground all the time. I can easily crush these stupid ants under my huge feet and they would be dead in no seconds. The elephant thinks like that, and one day he has a fight with an ant and like an argument, and the elephant says that you are nothing in front of me, just a small little tiny insect that's just crawling on this planet for survival. So the ant says okay. That day the ant keeps quiet, doesn't say much, goes away. Next day when the elephant is eating something, chewing on something, the ant quietly slides inside his trunk, via his trunk, and enters his nose and then bites him very hard. And this elephant goes crazy in pain, screams and howls in pain. He's running in the forest. He's not able to take out whatever's there in his trunk inside his nose. He screams, and then the ant tells him, you said that I'm very small, right? How about my size now? The ant speaks from inside his trunk and says that you were saying that I'm a small ant. I have no value. I'm not worthy. You thought that I'm no good. Tell me, are you troubled now? Because if you aren't, I can bite you again and I'll trouble you more. So this is where the elephant says, no, dear ant, you are really big. You're bigger than me. You're more powerful than me, because if you can show me stars in bright daylight, then you are definitely more powerful, and I have learnt my lesson. I'm so sorry. Please come out. Please leave me alone. I'm in a lot of pain. Please forgive me. Next time onwards, I will never consider anyone small. And that makes the elephant a humble elephant. So what I'm being shown in this session is that the person who they considered small, I see the twin flame energy very strong, a person with blended energies. Once they balance their energy out, this person becomes like really kick-ass. They can give an energetic knockout punch to anyone who thinks that they are small or not good enough. And this is how God has played, the hand of God has played out so beautifully over here, because the person they considered poor and incapable and not matching the status, now this person has grown a lot in status. They have come out of their dark night of the soul. They've healed their root chakra and they are making good money. And I'm also being shown that they are in mission. So not only they are taking care of themselves and their immediate biological family members, but they're also in such a good position that they are able to handle the whole mission, and they have enough resources that they can take care of so many others who depend on them. While on the other hand, the toxic family members and the one who also needed to learn the lesson, they probably got entangled with a karmic who's taking them to the courts and showing them some legal paperwork and embarrassing them a lot in front of the whole world, and also threatening them. So they are having sleepless nights because of this person, and now they are actually reminiscing and thinking that we had such a nice, loving, kind-hearted person in our lives, but we were so greedy, we were so arrogant, we were so mean that we used to trouble that person, we used to sort of bully that person, girl or a guy, whosoever resonates with this, you would know better. We used to bully that person, and look where that person is. That person is so big now that they probably cannot even afford to book an appointment to see that person in person. That is the level of this person's growth and success. So they have learned a key lesson to not consider anyone small. Now there are a couple of situations that will happen in this case. First situation is that the other person is going to, the one who bullied or one who was part of the bully gang, they learn their lesson, they apologize, and they change themselves, they work on themselves, they match up to the level of this other person who is so kick-ass right now. And just to apologize, just to apologize. This is not even to win them back. The second thing is that they have a very bad fate. So they'll continue to live and get troubled by the karmic or the karmic entanglement. And the third scenario that I'm being shown is that there is harmony, there is forgiveness, and they have similar mission. So they respect each other a lot. They are on very good terms. They are very good friends. Or you can say they still, like each other, especially the other person. Because here I'm being shown the one who's in mission or the one who has, created good amount of resources and taking care of others. Because please understand, all twin flames are here to be volunteers. If you are actually volunteering, if you are doing your mission work, then you are living the purpose of your life. You are already in union. But then when you get into union or you are in the final stages like harmony or illumination, you have to experience other people, like learning their lessons and apologizing to you or saying sorry to you, or kind of giving you the respect that you deserve. This person, whosoever I'm channeling today, the kick-ass person, has really, really, really worked a lot on themselves in 360 degrees. But if you are listening to the channeling and you've still not reached the culmination of it, you're on the way, then also I would tell you that have faith in yourself, have faith in source, have faith in God, and live to your full potential, and make sure that you are trying to figure out what's your mission and you keep an honest and open heart towards it. On this note, I'm going to close this channeling session. I will see you soon in another one. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.